5 things I learned in the Air Force that will save your life. YouTube does not push my videos or pretty much anybody's. Even if you're subscribed and hit the bell notification, you actually have to go to my channel manually yourself to find the videos and watch them. So if you like what you're seeing here, the information that I provide, the philosophical essays, the cerebral content, the book reviews, etc., you're going to have to manually go to my YouTube channel and find the videos. I post new videos every day, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the video essays in particular. Welcome to day whatever and tell me YouTube millionaire. Another idea that was given to me by my girlfriend Sonia. So these ones are more related towards saving your mental, spiritual, physical, emotional self, less geared towards saving your life in a firefight or something, because in the Air Force, generally speaking, you don't really get that. You don't really have that kind of a risk. You're up in the air when you are a pilot. I was a pilot flying 30,000 foot circles or holes in the sky, and you're not on the ground pounding along with all the other Marines and Army Rangers and stuff. So these are more attributed to the mental and emotional, psychological stuff. The first one is, they don't care about you. You have to always keep that in mind. You got to look out for yourself and, past your basic service of serving your country and having your patriotism and trying to protect your country and its people, you have to understand that they do not care about you. They don't. You are simply a body to them. Generally, they pay you a decent enough income to survive when you include all the other, stipends and stuff like that, like BAS and BAH. And sometimes they give you hazard pay, like if you're a pilot. It's very small, but you do get it. But they do not care about you. You have to look out for yourself while you're in the military. And I'll get to that point later. Number 2, document everything. Everything. They do not care about it unless you have a paper trail. So to that point, I have a whole host of physical problems that were caused by the military. PTSD, peripheral vascular disease, etc. All sorts of stuff. Tinnitus. And if you don't have that documented, then it doesn't matter if it's there. They're not going to give you any help. And this goes so far as to having to get yourself a lawyer. You got to lawyer up to get this stuff documented. I had to get several. The first one was I had to get a lawyer to prevent them from taking away my honorable discharge. Watch my videos on my story and you'll see what I'm talking about. You got to understand, I'm very bitter from how they treated me in the military. And if you watch my story, you'll see why. Demonic people I was dealing with. You have to have everything written down, document everything. So that lawyer got me the honorable discharge because I had all the stuff written down and proven. He was simply there to be the authority to present it to people. And then beyond that, I had to get another authority, another lawyer, another firm. You can call them ambulance chasers or whatever. I honestly don't care. They're there for a specific purpose, and it worked. Presented all the physical ailments I had and had it all written down and got me what I deserved, what they were trying to keep from me. And they were. They were trying to keep it from me big time. I had to reapply twice to get the disability coverage that I had earned. Just so you know, I can barely walk right now. I got back problems, peripheral vascular disease, all sorts of stuff. I'm throwing everything I've got at trying to fix my body, but everything I throw at it seems to be not enough, and I'm progressively getting worse. So anyway, document everything and lawyer up. Number 3, don't believe them when they say that you matter to them, because you don't. You don't. Like I was saying before, you're simply a number to them. You're simply a person or a name on a roster. That's why everybody is getting the same haircut. It's why you go through basic training. It's why you're indoctrinated. It's literally called indoctrination, and for that specific purpose, because you are there to kill people and break things. That's your job in the military. So, to that point, don't go anything beyond that. There may be a rare instance where you're in the good old boys club and they want you to ascend the ranks because you seem like somebody that, well, you're a good old boy. You're one of those people that they would like to have lead everybody else, or potentially lead, quote unquote. You're in a back room just writing strategy down on a table or something, or in a spreadsheet, which is what it typically comes down to nowadays. Or you're in acquisitions and you're just setting up contracts to get a bunch of missiles and all that. But other than that, you don't believe them when they say that you matter, because you don't. They'll weasel you out of all of your benefits. They did that to me many times. I showed it to you in my story. Just watch the videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I was supposed to get a $60,000 bonus for becoming a research analyst, and they found a way to not give it to me. I was supposed to get hazard pay continuously, and they found a way to not give it to me, etc., etc., etc. They're going to find ways to screw you over, because all they care about is where they can save money, and you don't matter. And honestly, they don't even really care about that. They'll spend ridiculous amounts of money on ridiculous things, but when it comes to you, the individual, they're going to take everything away from you that they can. They know they did this, and if they didn't want me to talk about it, they shouldn't have done it to me. But they did. So, number 4, to all of everything else that I've said thus far, trust no one. Trust no one. They will tell you one day that you're going to get an excellent on a flight, and then the next day, they give you an unsat. Watch my videos on my story, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust no one. It was very interesting because in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, when Samuel L. Jackson almost passed away because he was there was an assassination attempt on him from the Winter Soldier in his apartment. Those were the last words that he said before he was shot, or I think it was after he was shot, but whatever. Trust no one. It's true. And Captain America is the epitome of patriot, and his own government, his own military was trying to destroy him. I do love my country, and I love the people within it, and I'm doing everything that I can to protect it and to keep it alive. But they weren't. They aren't. It's better now than it has been, but they're still not. And then number 5, prepare early for life outside of the military. That means while you're in the military, establish ways that you can have an income once you leave. So for me, it was real estate. I got into real estate about the age of 29. It was right around the time frame where I realized that they weren't going to change how they were treating me. So I said to myself, I need to get out of this. I need to leave. But I knew that I had nothing set up once I did leave. I would get maybe a tiny income from the disability that they would have given me had I not gotten lawyers. And that was about it. There weren't any jobs that would take me. Even then, I was applying for hundreds of jobs. And I did get one. No, I got 2. I ended up getting a varsity tutor's position, which was, commission-based, right? Or contractual. And then I got a job as an Amazon area manager for about 5 months before I departed from that job. So it wasn't even then a very good job market, but it's better than it is now. So I got into real estate instead and ended up getting about $3,500 per month of income from that after all expenses, when I wasn't being screwed over by various other realities. I can get into that later, but paranoia is what you could call it. I know that there are demonic forces that are fucking with me, even in that. So I had that set up though, and you really want to do that. Whether you're in the good old boys club or not, you really want to be able to be prepared for when you are going to leave. And I would recommend do your service 4 to 6 years and then leave. You know? Don't let them try to swoon you into ascending the ranks, because they may tell that to you just so that you'll be an aspect of competition for, quote unquote, competition for the good old boys that are already going to be pre-selected. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. Unless you're already a good old boy, and you'll know it if you are. Don't. Remember, they're not there. They don't have your back. They don't. This is not World War II. It's not World War I, where they actually had skin in the game. Now it's a careerist situation where they'll be in for 20 plus years to make their rank and then leave. So, I don't mean to be super Debbie Downer, guys, but you know my experience in the military. This is what happened. So, be careful out there. All the branches are different. They have different requirements, and they have different ethos. Maybe they'll be a little bit better to you than the Air Force was to me. But don't expect it. Do not expect it. You got to be careful. Do your service 4 to 6 years, and then go ahead and leave. So, if you're prepared for this ahead of time, your expectations will align with reality if they treat you like garbage. And therefore, you'll have that closure, and perhaps you won't get the rampant PTSD that a person like myself has. So, alright guys, that's what I got for you. Love y'all. Peace.